Hello guys, you are so welcome to this YouTube channel from For Profit Uganda, where farming meets excellence. If you're here for the first time, my name is Efrans. I love sharing gardening tips. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how to use containers to grow food, vegetables, spices, and herbs. Let's get started. Container gardening is the easiest way to start a garden. You can grow a lot of fruits, vegetables, herbs, spices, as well as flowers. You can put a container anywhere and begin gardening. It could be your balcony, your shed, anywhere where you can place a container, you can begin a garden. So, what you should consider as a gardener who is going to use a container, who has already begun using a container, is to choose the best location that receives sunshine for at least 6 to 8 hours in a day. Make sure your containers have holes for easy drainage. So guys, what you're going to plant determines how big the container you're going to use. You look at this bucket, it can be used to plant fruit trees like oranges, pomegranate, guavas, and other fruit trees. It can also be used to plant sugar canes. So if you dare to plant fruit trees, you use such a big bucket. And for any container to be used, you have to make sure that it has holes down and around it for easy drainage, to ease drainage. So if you want to plant fruit trees, this bucket is very good. Then if you feel like planting, this container can also be used to plant fruit trees. You see the holes? It has the holes, and we are also going to put holes around it to ease drainage. It can also be used to plant fruit trees like oranges, guavas, pomegranate, and other types. When it comes to laying or making nursery beds, if you're going to use containers, still this can act as your nursery bed, provided it has holes, as you can see it, still for easy drainage. Then you can look at this. It is going to be used to grow vegetables. We are going to use to plant lettuce. So these holes are going to act as gardens. So you can have as many plants as possible just using one container. We shall see the procedures, how you go over it, so that each and every hole receives water at the end of the day. Still, you can see the holes down for easy drainage. When you look at this container, it has holes around it, as you can see it. So it is very good for planting vegetables like skuma, cabbage, mustard greens, onions, and any other vegetable. It can also be used to grow tomatoes. So provided you have holes, you put holes beneath and around it. Those staying in apartments, You can place your container with a vegetable and begin harvesting. Look at this container. It also has holes. It can be used to grow any type of vegetable. It can accommodate enough soil, enough to allow your plants to grow. Look at this container, the jerry can. It can also act as a garden. It has holes, as you can see, so you can use it to grow onions. You can use it to grow onions. You can use it to grow vegetables. You can use it to grow anything that can fit into this container. Look at this bucket, the way it looks like. It has holes beneath and around it. Its size can be used to grow strawberries, onions, vegetables, and other vegetables. It can also be good for growing spices. So you can hang it somewhere on your balcony. You can grow a flower and put inside your house. When you look at these containers, they're jerry can or cans. They're acting as gardens. So in such a jerry can, you can grow spinach, you can grow beetroot, you can grow broccoli, you can grow green pepper, you can grow eggplant, and very other vegetables. So they can look nice on your balcony, in your front yard, or the kitchen garden. So containers can act as gardens, provided you put holes around them and beneath to give space for the soil to breathe. So let's do some sampling of how to use such a container to plant strawberry. We shall be following it up how it will be performing. And this is our seedling for the strawberry. Let's get started. Remember, our container has holes around and beneath for easy drainage. So this is how we do it. You just push it upwards so that you don't affect the roots. Let's dig the hole in our container and then plant our so This is our strawberry, just in a container. If you're staying in an apartment, why don't you harvest or grow your own strawberries in such a container? So let's have another sample of what we can use, on how we can use this bucket to grow a vegetable. We are going to plant this mustard green as you see it. So we put small bricks down so that the soil doesn't compact, and when you're giving your plant some water, these bricks will help the water to pass through and the soil will not compact. So you put such down, then you put your soil. So after filling our bucket with this good soil, we have a small hole, and then you plant whatever you feel like planting in your container. So this bucket can accommodate one vegetable, and for our case we've chosen to plant the mustard green, so it will be enjoying all the nutrients alone. See? So if you look at these two containers, how we've utilized them to grow in this is a strawberry and this is a mustard green. Thank you for watching this video up to the end. If you found it interesting, give it a thumbs up. Let's embrace home gardening by using containers that we might be having. We've seen how we can use them to grow food, spices, and fruits. So it depends on what you want to grow, and the size of the container determines what you can plant in it. See you another time. My returning viewers, I thank you so much. Good.